What's going on, all my new, current, and future rideshare drivers and passengers out there? Welcome back to the channel. Before I get started, if this is your first time here and you enjoy the content, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that little bell icon. That way, hopefully, YouTube will notify you when I come out with new videos. If you want to sign up to become a rideshare driver and have a bonus guarantee automatically applied while supplies last, use the link in the description below. If you're already an Uber driver and somehow you forgot to do that because you didn't know anybody, so you didn't know about the code, you may still be in luck. Follow the instructions in the description below and potentially get one applied today. Now, today's video, I'm going to talk about keeping it real. All right, guys. A lot of drivers out there, honestly, shouldn't be doing this. All right? If you cannot keep your cool in certain situations or just in general, you shouldn't be out there dealing with people, okay? Maybe this job isn't meant for you. Now, in saying that, I'm not going to say there's not a lot of, bastard people out there that we end up picking up all the time, okay? Some passengers just piss you off to the point, oh, you just want to smack a bitch. Hence why I created this. So it does happen a lot, but you have to keep your cool. You can't just blow up when things go down. Now, I always say, don't take crap from anybody, which is true. But that also entails you using some common sense out there, okay, guys? Don't be a fool, please. Keep your cool. All right, there are situations that are going to rise out there where your first instinct would be to snap on somebody. Well, sometimes you may be justified. Obviously, if you're being assaulted or something like that, you have to do what you have to do, okay? I'm not telling you to not protect yourself, but I'm saying sometimes know what level of force or protection or defense that you need to use. And above all, please make sure you call the police if something like that happens, and always have a dash cam. Tell drivers all the time, dash cam will not take sides. It tells everybody what happened inside and outside of the vehicle. Now, drivers out there and riders, rideshare this year in general has been insane. It's been insane, okay? And I know Uber comes out with all these new features for everything else. Well, guess what, guys? Those features aren't going to be more safe for passengers, riders, if you, the drivers, do not take it upon yourself to know your limits. Know what you can handle, know what you can't handle, okay? And again, I know we don't know who we're picking up at any time, which is bogus BS, and we all wish that Uber and Lyft would make passengers provide real names, photo ID, something so that way they can be tracked. They shouldn't be doing those third-party rides unless these people are authorized to be on the app, so just in case anything happens, people can be tracked and held accountable. So in keeping it real, it's up to us, okay? Obviously, I know some people are going to be out there and be like, oh, well, if you don't like this gig or anything else, find something else. And you know what? You're right. You really are right. If you can't handle yourself professionally, this isn't for you. But again, like I said, situations will happen where people just make you want to smack a bitch. They'll push those buttons. At that time, guys, that's when the best course of action is to do is cancel the ride and tell them to get another ride. That's it. And if they refuse or anything else, tell them, okay, just call the cops. Don't argue. It's pointless. It's not going to change anything. Call the cops. Step out of the vehicle if you have to. Keep things recording. Obviously, never get out of the vehicle with your keys in the ignition, okay? You got to make sure, I tell people that don't have common sense not to do that. But just make sure you are safe. I tell drivers out there, please protect yourselves at all times by whatever means you feel is necessary, because I definitely would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6 any day of the week. But in the same sentence as saying that, you have to use common sense and know what type of defense to use. And I know some will say out there, hey, how am I to dictate what threat level someone may be having? And you're right, I don't. But just remember, for every action, there is an equal reaction. Remember that, okay? For the simple fact of, if you do something too extreme and you don't have anything to justify against that, you could be facing consequences. So again, I do want people to protect themselves, but please, use common sense and know what kind of limit you have to actually use. Now, I also want to say the simple fact of, I know drivers are stressed out. I know rates are low. People are fed up, they've had enough and everything else. But remember, guys, that's why you need backup plans. You honestly need to have backup plans out there because you could get deactivated at any time. Sometimes it may be your fault. Others, it could be just false reports. But still, the fact is it could happen at any time. And drivers, for all these situations that may arise, which usually end up causing big issues, the simple fact of if you use the proper pickup procedure, that could alleviate a lot of things from happening. Obviously, when you let people in your vehicle, you pretty much lose control of the situation. All right, now people are in your vehicle and you have to deal with them. If they're outside of your vehicle, the easiest thing to do is roll your window up and drive away. So please, use the proper pickup procedure. I tell people that all the time, and some people are like, "Whoa, what is that, right? There's no training for this. How the hell do we know?" Well, it's simple. When you pull up, you confirm the passenger. You make sure that it's the right person to begin with, but use your eyes, use your common sense. If you see 3 little kids, you don't see no car seat or booster seat, be like, excuse me, do you have any kind of car seats or booster seats for your children? You know, drivers shouldn't have to care more about children than parents, okay? That's just some asinine stuff, and that deserves a smack of itch itself. But it happens, okay? And honestly, to me, I think Uber needs to implement something that every time a passenger actually requests a ride, obviously besides the fact of they would know if it was a minor or not if they made them provide real names and pictures. But if you're requesting a ride at all, I should say, are you traveling with children? If you have to say yes, the next thing it should say on there is, do you have proper car seats or booster seats, or does your child require any of those? Okay? And then you choose your selection, and then it should let you order a ride. It should not let you order a ride beforehand. They're worried about passengers getting into the correct vehicle, throwing pins out there. They could actually put some extra features in there that drivers would actually appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So if they were using even something like this, no, I guess that would be keeping it too real, right? Because let me tell you what, if they had a selection like that, drivers would be going off the wall. But that's kind of how drivers feel. And that's why that was even created right there, because passengers can't piss you off. But you have to know how to handle situations, okay? If you're too stressed out and everything else, just stop for the day. All right? I know people got to pay bills and you're like, "Oh, well, I got to keep going." You know what I mean? My bills are still coming in whether I'm out there driving or not. Well, that's where being diversified comes into play. So if you don't want to drive people around anymore, deliver some food, okay? Do something. There's jobs out there that you could find. You could even have some kind of marketing thing, working from home, anything, guys. But when you stress yourself out too much that you can't handle situations as they come, you're going to end up getting deactivated anyways. Or worse, you know, you don't want to go to jail or anything for escalating situations further than they should have been. So that's why I'm saying, please, if you follow the pickup procedure to begin with and you see people out there, just same thing with minors. If someone looks underage, after you confirm, ask them for ID. They don't want to show ID? No ID, no ride. Simple as that, right? If, like I said, the parents without proper booster seats, they ain't got nothing to say, "I can't take you, sorry." Wait your time, get your money. All right, wait 5, cancel, collect, and drive. Remember the song? I know I made a song. It's on the channel. Check it out. But I'm telling people, if you have more people that can fit in your vehicle, all right, you can sit there and count. You know what I'm saying? You got eyes. You can see. You can count. Hopefully you can count. But don't let people just get in. As soon as you let them in your vehicle, that's when everything can go crazy and you lose control. So if people would just use common sense, a lot of these issues could be diverted before they ever even start. That's as basic as right there. But again, like I said, keeping it real, a lot of drivers out there shouldn't be driving. A lot of riders out there should sure as hell not be requesting rides. And another thing on the third party thing, why I don't like it, the biggest thing, is someone can get deactivated from Uber and Lyft and then still have somebody else request the ride for them. And to me, that is really bogus. And if you agree, you better make sure you give this video a thumbs up. But that's it, guys. Please just keep your cool. Use common sense. And if this is stressing you out too much, I hate to say it, but maybe you should look for something else. Well, all right, guys. As always, check the description below for extra information and tips. You keep doing your thing. You stay safe out there. Don't take crap from anybody, but use your common sense. Bottom line. And until next time, guys, Uber on or don't. Peace out.